Are you thinking about picking up one of these Anovos Shoretrooper helmets so you can troop around on Scarif, preventing those nefarious rebels from grabbing the Death Star plans? Well, hold on before you push that buy now button. Let's talk about a couple of things. All right, welcome back to Paul's Collectibles, the channel where I talk to you about 3 3/4 inch Star Wars action figures, full-size Stormtrooper and Clone Trooper helmets, and a couple of full-size statues and suits of armor. Today we're going to be talking about the Anovos Shoretrooper helmet. Now, this is a helmet that I've actually had for about 2 years, so you might be asking, why are we going to take a look at this helmet now? Well, first of all, I purchased it before I was doing unboxing videos, so therefore there's really not a lot of reference to this helmet on my site anywhere other than in passing on a couple of videos. And also because since it's from Anovos, it just popped back up on their website as available. Now, the important thing to understand is that anytime you buy any product from a company, you should definitely know what you're getting into, and Anovos is no exception. Although this is an excellent quality helmet, and I love it, and we'll be going into greater detail about it here soon, there's some things you should understand before you purchase a helmet from Anovos. As I mentioned, if you go to their site, you click on the block on the splash page that takes you to the overview of the purchase for the helmet. And the first thing that pops up is, well, a pop-up that says you have to go to a wait list. Now, although it says that the helmet is coming soon, they don't specifically say when. It's important to understand that with Anovos, if it's not in stock, as I've discussed before on my channel, it could be years before you get the helmet. I've ordered helmets from them on pre-order that stated it would be in about 6 to 8 months or up to 2 years. And I've gotten them, but you have to be patient. Now, the next thing you do when you click on this little box right here is it takes you to the overview of the helmet. And I think that this is an excellent helmet, and if you look, it's made out of fiberglass, and as they state down here in the bottom, it comes with padding on the inside. It's fully ready to go and fully ready to wear for you to troop around on Scarif and prevent those rebels from picking up those Death Star plans, as I mentioned earlier. Now, if you take a look at their product available page, the first thing they will tell you is that things have gotten messed up a little bit because of COVID, and I'm sure that that's probably true. However, understand, Anovos kind of works like what I would call a Kickstarter campaign almost. Although I don't work for them, I've never talked to any of them specifically or directly. This is my presumption of how things work over there. It seems they get the orders or the amount of people on the wait list to make it worth their while, and then they make the helmets and get them in. So understand that in addition to the COVID restrictions that are going on right now in 2020, your helmet may be out there for a while before you get it. And as long as you understand that and you don't have a problem, that's awesome. Now, how they schedule their helmets is also very interesting. They won't tell you, like most action figure and collectible sites, that it's coming in December of 2020 or January of 2021. They use a system called quarters. And as you'll see here, they go Q1 through Q3, and on their website it shows you which sets of months are actually contained within those quarters. And it's important that you pay attention to that so you have an idea. But as they will mention on their website several times throughout, they reserve the right to push back the delivery of that helmet depending on a number of different factors. And that has happened to me several times when I've ordered helmets from them. Now, let's talk about their cancellation policy. There is none. Let's just be frank about this. You can cancel your pre-order, however, you have to have paid for the helmet already, and they are not going to give you your money back. They will give you store credit at most, and then you can purchase something else from their website. But they used to send people's money back, but the problem is, as I understand it, they use that money as seed money to get the helmets made and then send them out to you. And if they get the helmet made and then they have to send the money back, they are then left with that stock and they have to try and sell it. I don't perfectly understand the business model. I'm not a businessman myself. That's just what I've read on their website and other websites out there. And believe you me, on a side note, if you Google Anovos, there'll be plenty of information for you to take a look at out there, both positive and negative. I'm not rendering my opinion today. I'm just providing facts so you know what you're getting into. And finally, let's talk about price comparison. This helmet on their website says it's made of fiberglass. Mine is of course, also made of fiberglass. And like I said, in a minute, we'll get into a more specific overview and review of the helmet so you can see just how well made it is. And consequently, if you look at the other helmets on their site, like this Death Trooper helmet, which I also have, it's made of fiberglass. It's going to run you most likely $600 to $700. Anovos products, when they come in this fiberglass, are excellent quality, but you're going to pay for that excellent quality, trust me. Now, if for some strange reason they decide to do this helmet again, and although it says it's in fiberglass, they want to make it out of ABS or something, the Stormtrooper helmets that I got from them are very lightweight ABS, and they usually run me between $200 and $300. But at the end of the day, I would expect to be patient, read all of the fine print very carefully on their website so you know what you're getting into, and be expectant to pay a pretty significant amount of money for what is arguably a very quality helmet, but just make sure it's in your budget. So with that, let's take a really in-depth look at this helmet so you can see what you're getting into and if this may be a worthy purchase for you. First, let's talk about the box that came in. No matter what anybody ever says about Anovos, I can attest to the quality of their packing. This is the box it actually came in, and if we look inside, they do the molded styrofoam, and the helmet just fit beautifully in there. And in some form or fashion, they always include one of these Star Wars cards to decorate the top of the box for you. Now, I'm not sure if they will or won't this time, but the only disappointing thing about that quality box is that the helmet didn't come in one of these cool decorative boxes like this. This is an example of the box my AT-AT helmet came in, and it's just a thing of beauty. It was in this box inside another cardboard box, so consequently it's in beautiful shape. And I like collecting the packing material and holding on to it as well because these are just beautiful. Okay, as I mentioned, I bought this helmet from Anovos about 2 years ago, and I was lucky it was in stock. Now, the flip side, which I didn't talk about earlier, is if something's in stock on their website, they're usually pretty good about getting it to you really fast. Who knows what this sale is going to be like, but take a look at this helmet. First of all, it's good, high quality fiberglass. The lenses are a beautiful plastic bubble in there. The effects on the front feel like metal, and the detail, sculpting, and just out attention to detail and the artistic side of this is just beyond reproach. Those are cut into the fiberglass. Those are not decals. These are cut into the fiberglass. This is cut into the fiberglass. This is raised immensely. It's just a thing of beauty. And up here, that's possibly a decal. The only thing that I can say is this is the only helmet I've ever gotten from Anovos that came weathered. And the weathering is like a little chintzy on it, but I mean, if you just look at it in passing, it's beautiful, but if you pay really close attention, you can see that it's kind of, I don't know. I've seen weathering jobs done by some people on the internet that are just beautiful. This visor up here, good quality. Now let's take a look at the inside really fast. What you get inside here is just amazing. And it's really hard to see because this entire helmet is lined in felt and padding. It's just a thing of beauty. You can put that on your head and start trooping right away. There's some of the padding right there that comes off, that comes with it. You can put that wherever you want, but you can just see through the lens in there. But the entire helmet is completely finished. It's got this rubber band on the bottom. The vents on the bottom here, just great attention to detail. And it is heavy. I'm having a hard time maneuvering it in front of the camera with just this one arm because it is such a good, substantial quality helmet. So I can highly recommend it. Now, as I've mentioned, under any circumstances, when you purchase something that's going to cost as much as this costs from any company, make sure that you read the fine print. And it's just like any contract. You're entering into a contract with Anovos, so just know what you're getting into and that there may be some delays. But if you're patient, you're not in a hurry to get it, you have the money because it's going to be expensive most likely, I can highly recommend this helmet. And for me, it's been a beautiful display piece. So with that, I hope that helped alleviate any misgivings you may have or questions you may have about the helmet. Please put in the comments down below if you have any questions that I can answer specifically. And if you do decide to go with this, happy trooping, and watch out for that guy with the beard and that lady dressed as the Stormtrooper air control officer. They're not supposed to be there. And with that, I'll talk to you on the next video.